Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge Day 29. Today we are working on step 3 of our super process, the process we're going to use this year at the end of each month for each of the different life framework areas: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, communication, confidence, and contribution. And I asked one of my business people what they would they actually share their story with me and how they use this process. We're just developing the process. So we developed the other talk through, and Kim was kind enough to share her story with me. So we talked about what she wants. She wants to increase her monthly recurring income or revenue from $15,000 a month. That's what she's making, to 30. So she wants to double her income or her sales, and she wants to improve her profit margin from 20 to 35%. And build a 6-month operating expense reserve. Very smart strategy, in my humble opinion, given that millions of businesses went out of business during the pandemic and the world seems a little bit off kilter right now. I think we should always be prepared. And I know that after the pandemic, I added a contingency plan to all my businesses, and I encourage everybody I work with to do the same, because we don't have control over the entire world. Apparently, I don't know about you, but I never had a COVID or pandemic contingency plan built into my life or my businesses. And so I don't want to go through that again and have it be just an upheaval, when I learned the first time around what we can do to be prepared and never be at the mercy of something outside of us again, especially when it comes to building our business. So that's what Kim wants to do. And for P, her plan, let me grab a magnifying glass so I can actually see the plan that she sent to me. She said she's going to raise her prices. Okay, so what we're going to do today are action items. Let me share that first. You're going to plan the path to get you from where you are, the specific where you are right now. Yesterday's homework, yesterday's action item was to say, okay, this is where I am with respect to the goal or the challenge that I'm working and applying the super framework to. And the day before that, we specified the target. So we decided exactly what it is that we want in specifics, so that we can actually measure if we're getting there or not. And now we've got this gap between where we are and where we want to be. So what's the first thing we want to do? Nature abhors a vacuum. So when we focus on this thing that we want, all of a sudden we get intuition and motivation and curious, and we see things we've never seen before that will help us to start filling that gap. So then we want to plan out a broad path of how I don't want you to focus on how we do it, but how we could get there, or how the universe could help us get there, or ideas of how we can nudge life along to help us get there faster. So here's the path that she came up with. She came up with 6 things. Raise her prices 15% for new clients starting next quarter, because she has a quarterly model. Create premium service offering targeting 5 to 10K additional monthly income. Implement financial dashboard to track KPIs weekly, key performance indicators. Remember, she said she doesn't have a tracking system. We're going to create one for her. I'm going to help her do that. Reduce software costs by consolidating tools. She can save $300 a month or more just by the tools I know that she uses, and she can replace them with something else. Set aside 20% of profit each month for reserves until the goal is reached. So she wants to get to that 6-month expense reserve. She's going to put 20% of profits aside every month until she actually achieves that. And then she wants to hire a part-time bookkeeper to improve financial accuracy and make sure that they're not missing things or making mistakes that could cost them down the road in terms of compliance or taxes, etc. All right, so that's Kim. So what are you going to do today? I say if you can come up with at least 5 things or a 5-step process, do it today. But if you cannot do that, just think of the next thing that you need to do. What can you do next? What can you do today to start fill that gap? And then do that thing. And then write done in the comments below. If I can help you in any way, all you have to do is ask. Go out, make it an amazing day. Let's make it super by applying the super process. Any help you need, just ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.